Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Atiku's election petition appeal gives reasons. FG to rebrand fire service creates employment opportunities. Atiku Peter Obi should be arrested for treason. APC National Secretary Ajibola. Naira dollar exchange rate falls to 1,040 naira in parallel markets. IGP summons 5 police officers who opened fire on Lagos driver. On the spot, AC Milan target Super Eagles invitee as Ni Osimhen despite low new season starts. I am Morire Rebilawal, the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has asked the Supreme Court to dismiss the appeal filed by Atiku Abubakar and the People's Democratic Party challenging the outcome of the February 2023 presidential election. For the information report, Tinubu in a response filed on Saturday described the appeal as abusive in nature and prayed for its dismissal. The president insisted that the appellant failed to approve all the allegations and submissions at the tribunal. He submitted that the tribunal was correct in arriving at its verdict and affirming its election. We accordingly urge this honorable court to affirm the decision of the lower court while dismissing this appeal in its entirety as same is lacking in merit and bona fide. Everything put together or summarized, this appeal is further a demonstration of the abusive nature which the appellant has subjected court processes. The Supreme Court is urged to dismiss it. Tinubu's appeal comes after Abubakar and the PDP filed a 35-ground notice of appeal alleging that the tribunal's findings were done with grave errors and gross misinterpretation or mispresentation which resulted in a miscarriage of justice. The appellant are praying the Supreme Court to set aside the entire findings and conclusions of the tribunal. Recall that the tribunal on September 6th dismissed the petition brought to it by Atiku and his counterparts in the Labour Party, Peter Obi. The federal government says it plans to rebrand the fire service in the coming month. The rebranding would be expanded with the scope of the service as well as include a change of name. Speaking during the inauguration of 15 firefighting trucks and rapid response vehicles in Abuja on Wednesday, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, said the service, when branded and rebranded, will carry out rescue-related duties. He said the fire service will soon be rebranded as a Federal Fire and Rescue Service that will be expected to collect information, access risk in various areas, and protect the health and safety of workers. Your vehicle safety must not be jeopardized. We must develop a robust, implementable, and adequately driven fire and rescue national framework. This framework should identify and assess the full range of foreseeable fire and rescue-related risk, make provisions for prevention and protection activities, and respond to incidents appropriately. Alluding to the employment opportunities created by fire service in foreign countries, the minister assured that with the rebranding, the fire service will create jobs through the service. The National Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Senator Bashiru Ajibola, has said the 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and the Labour Party LP, Peter Obi, risk treason charge. Information reported that Obi, during a press conference on Wednesday in Abuja, asked Tinubu to reintroduce himself to Nigerians and clarify the issues of his identity. The LP flag bearer also asked President Tinubu to particularly disclose his real name, state of origin, and where he served when he did the National Youth Service Corps. Reacting to Obi's press conference in an interview, Politics Today on the program yesterday, Ajibola said Tinubu does not need reintroduction because Nigerians are aware of his credentials. The former spokesman of the Senate said Atiku and Obi are suffering from the trauma of their electoral loss because they are serial losers, stressing that they need psychiatric evaluation. The APC scribe asserted that the former vice president and the former governor of Anambra State should be charged with treason for questioning the identity of the president. But the APC said Nigerians are aware of Tinubu's credentials, stressing there was no need for a new introduction. The exchange rate between the naira and dollar has dropped to 1,040 naira in the parallel market. The ongoing trend of demand surpassing supply seems to be a contributing factor. Forex traders report inflow quotes ranging from 1,035 naira to 1,045 naira per dollar, indicating heightened scarcity. Naira metrics report Wednesday night. Despite this, the official trade rate remains at 776.8 naira per dollar, highlighting a notable disparity between the experiences of Nigerians in official and unofficial channels. 5 unnamed police officers in Lagos State are being summoned to the headquarters for alleged unprofessional conduct. This was disclosed by a spokesman of the Lagos State Police Command, Benjamin Hundeyin, yesterday. An ex-user, 99% of press at Pidom, Nigeria, and in a post alleged that a young man in a red Toyota Corolla was driving out of a filling station after buying fuel at Ijede Road in the Ikorodu area of the state on Wednesday when some police officers tried to double-cross him. The poster alleged the police officers opened fire on the young man inside the filling station. A video shared under the post showed that the red Corolla car had some of its parts damaged. This happened a few minutes ago at Ijede Road in Ikorodu, Baga, the bus stop, at about 11:10 a.m. 99% operators said with an accompanying video. The young man in the red Corolla just bought fuel from the filling station and was driving out when this criminal police team tried to double-cross him with their unmarked tinted glass Corolla bus. He tried to reverse back out of fear, but the next thing they opened fire on him, the right side inside the filling station. Even with the petrol tanker inside the station, the people around felt they had killed the driver, so they trooped out to confront the police team in anger. The next thing, the road police team bolted away when they saw the crowd and realized they were being recorded. Moving on to the next story. 2 female students of the Kwara State Polytechnic who were arrested in connection with the alleged murder of one Adeniyi Ojo have given the reasons for their actions. Speaking to newsmen during the prayer parade by the Force Police Public Relations Officer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi in Abuja yesterday, one of the suspects, Adama Joseph, narrated what transpired between them and the deceased. According to her, they attempted to steal from the deceased, who expressed intentions to have sex with her friend Favor Vandera Davis. Speaking on how she met the deceased, Adama said she worked for the deceased and his clubhouse for about 3 months in 2022 until the government shut the clubhouse down, marking the beginning of the relationship. The suspect said that she got her friend involved in an attempt to steal from the deceased when he requested to have love with him. According to her, the initial idea was to lure him in to have the sex with him in the car on the belief that they would find money in the car. She, however, said they eventually ended up in a room where they tied the deceased on the pretense of having a BDM SMS sex, adding that when the deceased attempted to shout, they covered his mouth with a pillow. According to her, they didn't know that the man was dead when they left with his phone, saying that they thought he was pretending to be asleep. The suspect, however, expressed regret for their action. Moving on to Lagos Expressway. Some motorists along the Mowebafo area have expressed concerns over the rising cases of corpses being dumped along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The motorists who spoke yesterday expressed fear of disease outbreak and the security threat that such occurrence issue may pose to them. Correspondents who visited the mountaintop university axis of the road observed that there was a corpse with bone skirts wrapped in a blue fabric and tied with rope dumped along the roadside. It was also gathered that there was another corpse dumped opposite the university on Tuesday, while there was a similar case recently. A motorist spoke with correspondent on condition of anonymity for fear of being interrogated by the police or security agent to beam their searchlight on the area. Another motorist who identified himself simply as Rashid noted that the composing corpse posed a threat to road users if not evacuated immediately. The odor coming from the dead body is not good at all and it can cause health issues if not urgently taken away, he said. And lastly, on the national news, a sports story. AC Milan has set its sights on a potential striking sensation to bolster their squad, and one of the names gaining attention is Gift Orban, who has been drawn in comparison to Napoli's Victor Osimhen. According to information, Milan is actively considering multiple strikers for a future signing, with the side set on a player who could potentially succeed Oliver Giroud. Meanwhile, in Belgium, Auburn has now been at its best and started the 2023-2024 season campaign on a low start, scoring just 2 goals in his last 8 domestic league appearances compared to last season. Despite this performance, the Super Eagles invitee has emerged as a promising option for the Rossoneri, who could secure his signature in the coming transfer window, hence making him the second Super Eagles to be signed in less than a year. What makes Auburn a compelling prospect is his likeness to Osimhen, another Nigerian striker who has been making headlines. Osimhen's impressive performances at Napoli have put him in the spotlight, and now Auburn is being mentioned in the same breath. With our sports story, we've come to the end of today's national news from Babagide Imo Television. Before we go, some headlines. President Tinubu asks Supreme Court to dismiss Atiku's election appeal, gives reasons. FG to Rebrand fire service creates employment opportunities. Atiku Peter Obi should be arrested for treason, APC National Secretary Ajibola. Naira-dollar exchange rate falls to 1,040 Naira in parallel market. AC Milan targets Super Eagles invitee as Neil Osimhen despite low new season statistics. For update of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Babagide Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advertisement of your goods and services, coverage of events and function, please dial the phone number streaming on the screen. Thank you for watching. I am Moriri Rabila Lawa. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.